All right, so I'm off on another session. I hope this doesn't turn out to be All Fool's Day, and this fool isn't parting from his money or whatever. Horrible thought. Yeah, one thing I'm going to do with these demos, presentations from now on is because the wizard in particular is not at turbo speed anymore, I'm just going to double the speed on by the time I put it on the edit, and I hope that's helpful to someone. I'd love to think that at least a few people out there are starting to think to themselves, well, wait a minute, he keeps on winning. How does he do that? I mean, it's not like he's Dana White. He can't sort of pull miracles out of the heavens like Dana White does when he plays baccarat. How does he do this? And maybe eventually the penny or the pennies or the dollars will drop, and people will start making sense out of what I'm doing. In this thing, I'm going to throw in a couple of recent examples of the sort of reckless play that these professionals on YouTube go in for. And clearly they must do it for drama and for excitement and all the rest of it, because they certainly don't do it to make any money at the tables. They make their money from Google, and they throw a portion of it away at the tables. And presumably the casinos have decided, hey, this is great for us because we let these guys play really badly in front of their phones, their cameras, their recording equipment, whatever it might be, and that encourages new blood, fresh meat, new lambs for slaughter to come in and behave in the same stupid way and lose their money as well. So that has to be what that's about. But anyway, no, it's just a guy who popped up in the YouTube feed one day and betting six bets at a time. And just nonsense, crazy shit, absolute nonsense. Anyway, I'm going to start here. And as always, I'm always conscious of the fact that there's a danger that this time, this is where I go south, this is where I go bankrupt. But at least it hasn't happened yet, so we shall see. Yeah, great start. 3-2, hopping. That was the win trigger, 3-2. Damn it, 5-4. Didn't work at all, did it? Okay, now 1-3. We just paid commission of 20, so 1-3. I love the fact that all this is over here, 1-3. Yep. Okay. Yeah, see, we only made, because we got commission over there and we got 190 here, so we got 155, really, haven't we? That's not terrible. But 90 here, so we got 155, really, haven't we? That's not terrible. But get the commission covered in your turnaround bet. Do not do a Vegas mat and wait. 51. Repeat it. 1-3 turnaround. Okay, 4-6. On the back. There it is, in the bag. Double for the loss. Yeah, if you're serious about baccarat, this is the place to hone your skills. It really is. and I say it often, but it's always worth saying. I think I have no interest whatsoever in this whole setup, this baccarat win pro thing. I just I promote it the way that I do because I believe in it, because I think it is bloody brilliant. And yes, these are all pre-played shoes that they've downloaded from whoever, wherever. But that doesn't make them any less relevant because I have no control over what's coming down the pike. I don't learn these shoes before I hit the tables. I mean, people are so stupid when they say things like that. They do come up with utter BS so often. Lost 50, lost 25, 71, 200 is the third bet. Okay, 3-2, hopping 2-player. 3-2 it is. 3-4 for the tie. Right, out of trouble there. Minimum on player. Double. 51 second. Repeat. Back to the min. Yeah, these guys, these pros with their huge followings, they're showmen. They're not gamblers. They're not, they're certainly not teaching good habits. That's for sure. I mean, they are dreadful. What the hell was that? It was double for the loss, right? Wouldn't it be great if I paid attention? That's 1-2 third. 3-2 hopping. 3-2 it is. 1-3 for the turnaround. That's already a turnaround bet, so we leave that alone. Oh, bugger. Hate ties. Have I mentioned that? 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, 4-6. Only the second. Ouch. All right, we came out of that all right. We got 11 wins, 15 losses. We're 900 ahead, and we paid commission of 111. And all of that is absolutely fascinating, isn't it? You're on the edge of your seat, no doubt. 51 second. Repeat it. 1-3 turnaround. Okay, 4-6 third. Okay, we covered the commission there. Minimum. Yeah, you think at some point people are going to start connecting the dots and saying, hey, wait a minute. He keeps on winning. He must be doing something right. But there's a huge suspicion. There's a huge kind of just general kind of antipathy towards any kind of betting strategy. And this is thanks to the very effective disinformation machine that the casinos have been running for years. Repeat it. Okay, well, poor old Blackjack is getting neglected right now, so I might have to hop over there in a minute. That was 50. Let's make it 2. Right, back to the min. That's 1. That's another one. There's another one. Plus max. And the max is your choice. Mine is I stop at 5 units. Repeat that one. Okay, next one we just fall back to the minimum if we lose it. Never double O's. Okay, back to the min. Where are we at? We've got 162 left over here. I'm going to pop over to Blackjack. Because I'm in charge, I can do what I want. Okay, here we go. No, I don't mean to be aggressive, but I just want to be able to demonstrate jumping from one game to another makes no difference. And I don't know who's paying attention, who isn't. I never know that. Well, that's one. Obviously. Oh, cheeky! That's 1-2. Second. All right, back to the mid. double. I suppose what I should do is talk slower so that when I do the speed up thing, I still make sense. Then of course I have to make sense to start with. Another 21. Let's use a rude word there. Definitely 1-2, isn't it? Or was it 2-3? I gotta go for 2-3. 22. Minimum. Another 22. Keep that up. Uh-oh. Okay, so that's 1-2. Oh shit, corruption. Can I double that? Well, that's a relief. That was a decent amount of dosh in the pot. Yeah, these guys and their multi-hand betting, I mean, it's just, it's bonkers. It is bonkers. I've told the story before about Claude, a guy I knew in Nevada, who had a huge business and a great big house and lived high on the hog, and he kept betting blackjack at the local casino 3 hands, said it was because it was so exciting. When you win 3 hands, oh dear. Anyway, he left town with his tail between his legs. No money. Oh, look at all those lovely 7s there. Full house. Doesn't that count for anything? Apparently not. 1-2. Again. Yuck. 10. Eh. Okay, leave that alone. Do it again. That might work. Right, back to the min. Yeah, this lack of turbo is very disappointing. I don't know what that's about. Because the turbo was good when it was there. I think that might be 1-2. If only I could walk a 2 gut, I'd know. Oh, I was lucky. Okay. Somebody's going to say I knew what was coming. Killux. $51 second. 2-3 third. I don't think we've done a drop, have we? Oh, look at that. Still no drop. Okay. But if you have a steady, disciplined, reliable, consistent, and well-funded betting strategy, which is non-random, then you can beat any random shit that comes at you. But if you bet randomly against random outcomes, then, I mean, common sense, never mind anything else. I mean, forget all the mathematics, the crap that you get from the casinos, the muttering in your ear that you'll get from a pit boss coming over to tell you progressive betting is doomed, it's suicidal, it's terrible. Dealers interfering and saying, hey, that's well, good luck with that. It's going to bite you in the ass, that sort of thing. I mean, it's just, oh dear. Is that +1? Like I say, I can't walk a 2 gun. It's got to be 1-2. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, look. One of those at least. I was going to say, don't you dare. All right, back to the min. We'll go back around a minute because we're at 15 minutes. Oh, very clever. Why can't I do that? Actually, I do quite often. All right, let's go over to back over to Baccarat for the minimum bet. It's not a huge win this time, but it's healthy. It is definitely better than losing. Double for the tie. Uh-oh, 2-3. Oh dear. 5-6. Really hopping a second. Maybe not. All right. 1-2. Good job. Minimum. Yeah, I'll only go over to another shoe if this one goes south. We've got probably 10 rounds, 9-10 rounds left. What the hell was that? Okay, that was a repeat. Okay, so back to the minimum. Double for the loss. 1-2. Well done, player. 51 second. 2-3 third. What happened? Oh, that looks good. 2 9s of hearts. They don't get much prettier than that, do they? Double for the loss. 1-2. Nice one, player. Minimum. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So we won 33, lost 33. That's the number we had recently, wasn't it? I'll have to double check to make sure that those aren't repeat shoes. They wouldn't be. They can't be. But it's as well to check. Yeah, we had a 33 wins, 33 losses before, but it's 29 players to 40 bankers. So I can quickly check that. Save the shoe. Let's have a look at it. All right, so 33 into 6,000 and 33 into 3,400. No brainer again, pretty obvious. 40 bankers, 29 players, so they kicked our ass that time. I've got to write this down. So let's work. 1482 plus 33 into 5959 and minus 33 into 3350. 40b. Forgive me, I have to talk out loud like this because otherwise. All right, so that's good. I'm not sure. There was another one where it was 33-33. I'm not sure which one it was. 37-28. It's quite recent, I think. 31-33. 26-28. Maybe I imagined it. 30-31. There we go. 33-33, and that was different shoe, obviously. 35 bankers, 34 players, and this was 40-33. So, I mean, it's not that I for a moment thought that this platform would produce two identical shoes. It wouldn't make a difference if they did. I probably wouldn't notice, but they're just stuck in my mind, the 33-33. So I thought I'd better go check that out. So what we have here is we've got plus 2,609 for back, and we're still at only 21 minutes, and that's after me waffling. And over here we've got plus 1788, which is 4,397 in 20 minutes. So what do you think, people? I mean, how do I keep doing this? Winning, if progressive betting is not a viable, believable, provable, and I would say proven strategy. I mean, you tell me, because I'm leaving my email address all the time in the videos in the hope that people will be in touch. And yes, I get people in touch from all over the world, but unfortunately, the people who are regular, sort of supporters, they're people who are playing with this strategy or their versions of it, because there is wiggle room in here, You can, sort of alter it, modify it to suit your situation, so long as you don't mess with the core, which is down and out must be related. Don't be betting, putting out on the table a sum of money which is less than a fifth of the total down, because then what happens is, okay, you win one, now you've got sort of like 4/5 to recover, then you win two because you're doubling up, so then you've got 3/5, and so so you have to relate your target, your turnaround number with the bet that's on the table, because otherwise they'll just keep beating you down, and yet you watch these people all the time, these so-called professionals on YouTube, who just keep hammering money out there, then they hit a winning streak and they don't raise the bets. It's mad, bloody mad is what it is. Bye for now.
18, that is exactly what you need. Face down, please. Face down. Okay. Pause. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24,000. Come on, Wani. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Why?
Oh, no.
Why?
Yeah, against a 5, bro, you double. We're back from this. I'm staying.
Yeah, we're
doubling,
doubling,
bro. You're doubling.
Yeah.
This is for him to be up money now. He's got a $3,000 hand. Wait, 3, 6, 9, 12. We have,
I don't want to see it.
Between us, we have $15,000 in this hand. It's going to be $30 slow. Oh, my God. Wait. Please wait. This is a $30,000 pool, bro. The dealer has an 11.
We're fucked. Bro,
Come on. Low, please. Low. Please, low. Please, low. Okay. Oh, my God. Come on. Pull it. Let's go.
Okie then. So this is an update of Vegas Matt's table game activity. I don't pay any attention to Ultimate Texas Hold'em or anything else that he might wander off into, an occasional sort of foray into double down madness or something like that. I'm only interested in baccarat and regular traditional blackjack. And I got to say, he's still ahead of me. He's still ahead. He's beating Algie. He's having to work a bit harder than Algie, I think, because you've got the current chart, and pattern betting went in the hole pretty deep, but came out of it, and the rest of the time has been doing things the way that pattern betting is meant to do them, and that is just steadily making a profit, whereas Vegas Matt went roaring up, had a slump basically from here to here, just constantly trying to recover, hit a new high, and now he's on the downhill again. The interesting thing about this sample of what is it now? It's about 400 rounds, so it's not very much. It is if you're actually in the casino playing 400 rounds. It seems like a hell of a lot. But anyway, looking at this, you can see that it's been going his way. And he's reflecting the experience of his closest buddy in the race for gambling channel clicks, Mr. Handpay. And Mr. Handpay manages somehow to turn things around and always show a positive result here, the flat AV, which is the flat actual value. And what that means quite simply is if the same amount was going out every time and it was 1 unit, then 4.6% is the player edge. If that's a positive number, then it's a player edge. Here you can see an update of the patterns up and down. Pretty much 50-50, which is what it's supposed to be. It's the way it usually is. So that's, well, that's nothing new there. Let's go down below and see what happened with Matt's action. Again, here you can see 379 bets, player edge. Matt is at plus 8.8% of his action. He's 33,000 ahead. Algae is 20,363 ahead. Algae's action is about half, a little more than half of Matt's. So Algae is showing a 10.2% win over action. That's called a hold sometimes. Exposure definitely higher for Algae. If you adjusted Algae's result to match Matt's action, the size of his average bet, then Algae's result would jump up to 35,303 ahead, which is a little bit ahead of Matt. What else we got? Spreads. Matt's spread 95 to 5,000. That's 53 to 1. Algae's 25 to 12,800, which is 512 to 1. And, lots of you folks out there are tempted to say, well, that's ridiculous. You couldn't do that. Well, you most certainly couldn't do that at the same table. That would be impossible. But the very idea that you have to stay in one place all the time and keep taking a beating and bowing down to table limits and saying, oh, okay, Mr. House, if you say I can't bet more than that, then I won't bet more. What you do is you just go somewhere else and find a game where you can bet what you know you should bet in order to fuel pattern betting and enable turnarounds. Turnaround is an important word, obviously, in this context. And these horizontal green lines are Matt finally turning around after a slump. And you can see here that he went from, line 18 all the way down to line 80 before he achieved a turnaround. And then he turned around again here, turnaround being quite simply because he's not deliberately trying to turn around, but it's all it means is that he went into a hole and he came out of it accidentally, on purpose, whatever. Here it is again, and down on the on this side, column N, you see that he's constantly moving ahead here, and then a long slump there, and then another long slump there. Oh my God, this is a horrible one. All the way from, my God, where did we start here? Bet one, well, it's 154 actually. Bet 154, all the way down to, oh dear, look at this. I mean, there's just no way you can sustain this kind of hammering, unless, of course, you're getting backup money from Google. All the way down to here. And then he came out, and after all that time, he was up 150 over that stretch, which was just ridiculous. Right now, he's doing somewhat better, but here he's in a slump again. And, you compare that with pattern betting, and it's just constant turnarounds. See what I mean? And here, of course, keep in mind that I have to bet against the outcomes that Matt bets against. And so I'm left here up in the air because he's walked away a loser, which these guys so often do. So that's frustrating for me. But on the other hand, I know that in their next session, there's going to be a sequence which will turn me around. Probably won't turn them around, but it'll turn me around. So there you have it. Latest on Vegas Matt and his merry mob. Yeah, they've now got a new thing. They've turned the real WBG channel into Vegas Matt and Friends, which I guess makes sense. And then they're putting up streams which last for bloody hours, cranking these slot machines. And there's no money to be made in slot machines. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Jesus Christ. You will not make money on slot machines unless you get ridiculously lucky. But it just isn't possible. And you look at the house numbers for slot machines, and they range from, I think, 4% at the best end to about 10% against the player at the worst end. And it's relentless. It's not the kind of percentage that applies to these table games, sort of less than 1% for blackjack, 1.3% for baccarat, as long as you don't keep betting banker all the time. Anyway, enough. I'll see you later. All right, so I've gussied up the 10,000 random sort of random bets and flat bets presentation to sort of make it a little bit more informative and hopefully a little bit more interesting. And, I've been dealing for over 50 years with the fact that I approach gambling from a very different angle than the vast majority of people, and probably 99.99% of the people who flood casinos year after year around the world, and more particularly in Nevada, where I spent a lot of time and observed a whole lot and figured out a whole lot. But anyway, all I've ever said is that to me, casino house games, table games, represent a business opportunity, a profit potential that most gamblers, and I think of myself as a player rather than a gambler, but most gamblers going in, they expect to lose. They have a budget which they will usually bust, but they go in thinking, okay, well, I've got a couple of grand, which I guess, for the fun of this special holiday or whatever, vacation, I can afford to lose. And then, of course, when they lose it, they then go to the ATMs, which are available all over casinos and shouldn't be, and they go to the cashier's cage and pull out their paycheck and cash it and get a bonus for the privilege, and that shouldn't happen either. But in Nevada in particular, the state is run by the casinos. There is absolutely no doubt about that. They have everybody in their pockets, everybody without exception. And that's just how it is there. It's everybody's living, I guess. But just bear with me, and the numbers are the same, obviously, for random and flat bets. I think that point was probably made last time. Random bets are exactly the same as flat bets. But look at the graphics on the right hand side. You can see how patterns are, and I keep hitting the recalc button, which of course is not working because I always forget. I got to click into the file before it'll work. Okay, so there we go. And you can see that there's an even handedness going on, where every so often there's a crazy run one way or the other, but most of the time it's ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, and ebb flow and back and forth and blah de blah. These are, as you can see, bets 1 to 100, 401 to 500, and then the last 100 bets in this sample. And you can see what I'm talking about. And what you have to do is, you've got to be ready to benefit from the green hills, stairs upwards, and to protect yourself from the red nasties. And that's the whole game. That's it. It's as simple as that. So just check this out. You see some ridiculous things. This is this thing here, ridiculous. But you'd be out of it with this one here. It would get you out of it because you'd be back in a way. Well, you should run away from this one. This is what? How many down? 9 in a row. This one is what, 7 maybe? 6 in a row. Another 6 here, I guess. Yeah. It's just. But those are your graphics for you. So, as always, take it or leave it.